At Lapland, the temperature can reach a low of minus 40 degrees Celsius at times. For Laplanders, checking the weather has also become a routine.
Yeah, it is a habit for me. So when I open my phone, I want to check the weather and see what's going on in the sky. And then I get the social media alert when there is solar storms or something. I follow the pages on social media, so I get the notification from there. So if there's something happening in the sun, I usually know it quite fast. They tend to follow the weather here quite more often.
In his Aurora dome, Antti is running his normal business routine. There are times in which he has to entertain his customers who are keen to experience northern lights in his luxurious campsite. Antti has to answer northern lights related questions from the myth, science to photography techniques.
Just wait for the 20% today. Can see the star. Happy man with the new camera.
You are chasing the hunting the
Northern Lights. Yes.
And where do you hunt it? I mean, Finland, Sweden. Where do you go to?
Where is the best spot?
Usually I stay here. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. This one is the best spot.
Yeah, this is good. When there's much more activity, you want to go a bit more south.
Okay.
Because then there's more vivid colors. But Finland, Munio here is straight under the Aurora Oval.
Yeah.
So with the current activity, we get northern lights every second day. From Munio to North Norway, this is the area where you have good northern lights.
Oh, it can happen. It's Stockholm, Oslo, Helsinki. It can happen. They can. Yes.
It's 4 times a year you get in Helsinki northern lights. Yes. Then you need a good explosion in the sun. It needs more activity to get more color. You need to have good activity for more colors. The green is the most common you have.
Okay.
It's the solar wind. The electrons, they hit the oxygen atoms and they ignite. And when they go to ground state, they give green color.
Okay.
But when there is bigger storming, then you also get nitrogen emissions. And then you get with the different colors, violet and red and blue. But for the nitrogen, you need more time and more power. So more electrons coming from the sun.
Tonight is just the same. Even with his busy daily schedule, he still cannot resist checking his phone or laptop alerts on Aurora Borealis, or more commonly known as Northern Lights. Even though Antti has been watching Northern Lights dancing in the illuminating Munio sky since he was small, he never grows tired of it. Antti recalls how he got hooked on Northern Lights photography.
With the money I earned, I bought my first DSLR camera. After a while playing with it, there was still some Northern Lights from the previous Solo Maximum. I got some really nice shots from the Northern Lights and I was hooked.
Emma explains her love for celestial wonders and the need to be part of the moments.
When I first started hunting for dark skies, I did not own any camera. I regretted when I came back to my place. I started to tell all my friends and family about the feelings and my experience. I couldn't show them how it's like, how the sky's like. So from that moment, I started to work hard to buy a camera, just to share the photos with my friends. I started imaging Milky Way, then move on with star trails and time-lapse and a higher level of imaging, that is deep sky imaging.
Emma often travels due to her various researches. Experiencing the solar eclipse, like attending other celestial events, is a perfect getaway for her. But to stargaze has become harder these days due to the increasing problem of light pollution.
I live in a city where there's a lot of lights everywhere. Of course, my dream is to be in a place that has zero light pollution. You can see Milky Way at night when there's no moon. You can see a lot of meteors, even randoms. People are not aware of excessive lights they are using at night. So I hope that this is one of the awareness that we can create.
Time-lapse, a sequence of pictures stitched together as a video has become a trend. Contrary to popular notions of why photographers produce time-lapse, Baba has other reasons.
It's also very interesting that it shows motion of the stars and the universe above us at night. It's mainly related to the Earth rotation, of course. So as the Earth rotates, we see the changes of day and night. And in order to show this in astrophotography, you need to do fast motion imaging. Otherwise, it would take several hours to see the motion in the night sky. Time-lapse, it's also interesting because it has so many potentials from cinematographic point of view. You can do motions, you can be very creative doing hyperlapse. So, and at night, mixing this with surreal images of nighttime, time-lapse becomes very attractive. And it's very popular nowadays by photographers, both astrophotographers and general, or even hobbyists, because of all these potentials it has. For me, sometimes it's more about the astronomical phenomena in the sky, and in time-lapse you show the overall phenomena. For example, conjunction of Moon and Venus in the sky in a snapshot is one moment, but in time-lapse it shows how they come close together, how they set in the horizon, how the twilight change, the transition from night to day, or if it's a solar eclipse, all the phases of a solar eclipse is visible in the time-lapse in less than a minute, while it takes several hours in the sky.
First you need to gear up. If it's cold, you need to be ready for that. What you need is a camera with manual settings and a tripod. So this is where it starts. And you need to learn the manual settings of the camera, because in the night, camera doesn't know how to do anything. Manual focus, manual exposure, and you check the exposures a couple of times, and then you wait for the northern lights. And then for the northern lights, you need to know when they're coming, and you need to know the places. So there's many internet sites that they follow the space weather and what's happening in the sun, and when do we get activity, northern lights activity down here, and then you need to be prepared. So it includes many things when you shoot northern lights.
Here at the site of the frozen Toras Yepi River is a perfect location to watch the aurora. Antti stays here because there is a possibility for good weather tonight. If all goes well, Antti will only need to take his camera and shoot. He is used to the harsh conditions and has mastered the techniques he learned over the years.
Usually I do, with my older camera, I do 20 seconds exposure, maximum aperture 1.5, or 1.4, 2.8, whatever is the maximum for the lens, and then ISO is anywhere from 800 to 4,000 or 5,000. And now that there is no moon on the sky and it's really dark, the white balance you want to use incandescent, so around 3000 kelvins. But when there is full moon, then the camera knows how to set the white balance, so then you can go auto.
Antti is very excited to shoot these days, as his new camera is able to record a live video of the northern lights clearly, a feature only available with a high-end camera.
I just had the new function on my camera that I can make a live video from the northern lights, and I want to test it out. And that was the night I saw the biggest northern lights of my life. The only problem was that I didn't know where to point the camera because there were so big northern lights all over the sky. And it was all the colors, pink and blue and green and yellow and red, and it was amazing.
While eagerly waiting for the solar eclipse to occur, Emma takes this rare opportunity to talk about other related things. She further tells how she remains a devoted Muslim despite its perceived unpopularity in the scientific community.
I don't know about other people, but for me, the more I learn about religion, the more I want to study science. And every day there's always a new discovery, new theories, new laws. And I don't think there's any theory that contradicts with religion, because science is open, you know. You have to accept all the possibilities, all the probabilities.
For Baba, astronomy is not just a passion. Nearly 10 years ago, he formed The World at Night, or TWAN. This project and collaborations has received an award from UNESCO in 2009 for Special Project of the International Year of Astronomy. The award was given because of the strong messages TWAN sought to convey.
The message of the World at Night project that I like to bring out to public is to show that the night sky in general is not only a laboratory to astronomers. It is, of course, but in a broader context, it's part of our nature, it's part of our life, and it's important not only to human, also to all these species. Some of the animals and wildlife are really related to night sky and nighttime environments. TWAN is a project with a peaceful message related to our cultures. It shows the same night sky as an eternal single roof above all humanity, like constellation Orion rises over a mosque in Malaysia or Indonesia, and then the same scenery of the sky can be visible in another longitude of the earth over a Buddhist temple, over a church, and all different religions and symbols of civilizations are in this imagery, in this collection of images and time-lapse videos, just showing us that we are one family of humanity under one roof.
While telling his stories, Anthi also recalls his memorable previous experience.
Them happened during one night 2 years ago on Christmas Eve, and I saw the figures later on the computer, and till this point I've been shooting Northern Lights for 10 years, and I never seen figures, and then in one night I started to see figures of animals and figures of humans in the Northern Lights, and everything happened in one night. So I really get chills in my skin that what is this? I never seen it before, so this was really surprising that there was different figures coming. There was a bird, there was a man with the burning back, there was one that looked a bit like a god, there was fox, and there was rabbit and owl, and I was really happy about it that I could catch it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of those in the sky.
At Belitung, the energetic Emma is ready to photograph the solar eclipse. This time, she is surrounded by her friends for the same reason, watching one of the wonders of the universe. A tent has been set up, even though it's unlikely they are going to sleep tonight. The program is fully packed for the night, including checking the equipments and preparing for all possible factors for the eclipse. After they finished setting up the tent and lighting up the campfire, which has extended their time to the wee hours of the night, Emma takes the opportunity to talk to locals, debate on issues, and starts to think on various subjects.
But to see 1,000 stars, I feel small. I feel humble. When you know all those things and you see with your own eyes, it felt amazing.
The people here feel closer to Kuala Lumpur than Jakarta due to the similar dialect and culture. The familiarity allows Emma and the locals to get along easily. Emma spends some time exchanging stories with the local fishermen about solar eclipse.
Benar apa? Benar tadi Abang kata pertama antara bulan matahari sama bulan.
Istilah tu.
Tanya
Kenapa
ini,
sampai dia terjadi gitu?
kerana kita ini mataharinya di tengah. Jadi kadang-kadang satu masa di tepat bulan di tengah, bumi di hujung, matahari di hujung. Jadi waktu tu matahari ditutup dengan bulan. Jadi okey, umur bulan nanti esok hari waktu gerhana.
Berapa hari tu?
Berapa hari dalam berapa jam saja. Enggak sampai 1 hari. Dah sampai. Lepas tu bulan masih baru. Dipanggil anak bulan atau hilal. Anak bulan.